Aftermatsuri workshop was a bombshell. It was atrocious. It was just everywhere, literally everywhere. Spent Tuesday, cleaned it up a bit. Wednesday, came in and decided that I was going to do something with my little CA that I've had laying around for the last like 4 or 5 years. So I actually, I don't know yet, doing something. It's been sitting outside and I thought, gee, I better get that thing inside before it's absolutely useless to anyone. And so I decided to put it in my lounge room. So it's in my lounge room now on an engine stand. Stripped the head off and brought it into work on Wednesday. Now you're up, Cobb. Yeah, now you're up.
Make noise.
Stripped the head off, had a quick look at it to see what it was actually like. My original plan when I first bought it like 5 years ago, supposedly ran and drove, so I was just going to slap it in something and send it. Since then I decided that I should actually pull it apart and check it so that I'm not disappointed later on. Pulled the head off, it didn't look too bad, everything looked not bad basically, but bearings were getting a little old and stuff like that, and I noticed a bit of detonation starting to form on the underside of the head on cylinder 1. So the pistons looked fine, so they're reusable, but the head did have that little bit of detonation. So basically what I've gone ahead and done, it's pretty common on SRs, I know, I'm not sure how common it is on the CA, it's probably just as common, but basically the
quench zones
of the head where the pistons come up, it's the closest point to the head. So what you basically do is you die grind them out, template them, die grind them all out the same, smooth them all off. So I went ahead and did all of that. It's a bit nerve-wracking. Didn't want to destroy a perfectly good head basically, but went ahead, did that. It's all turned out fine. Got the head all reassembled, lapped all the valves, new valve stem seals, got the cams back in. Cams aren't great, but they'll do. They're just stock cams. So it's all back assembled now, ready to go. And got the pistons in here, I'll clean them up pretty soon, get some bearings, new rings, slap the bottom end back together, and then I think I'm going to put it in my little Morris Minor ute, and then I'm going to make that Morris Minor ute into a little drift ute, I think, is the plan. I don't know yet. Don't take that too seriously because I might get bored of it. But at the moment, that's the plan. And yeah, that's it.
Can I get a 1, 2, 3? George, I need you to do me the 1, 2, 3. Can I get a 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
Copy. What do you want to harass me for? To be honest, George, man, and everyone watching, I'm just cutting my car up pretty well. Quite a bit's got to happen. It's not just a CA that I've had for 5 years chilling. I couldn't tell you how long I've had it. I can tell you the history behind it. So this car comes from Japan, don't know when. Aaron from JDM Garage imported it. It was NA auto, stock as a rock. A mate bought it, he crashed it. I had a defected Laurel, we straight swapped. I fixed this, blew up the NA, put a turbo in it, got harassed by law enforcement too much. Took it off the road, and pretty much it's been my whole learning curve of what I know today, George. My first bit of welding was in this car. I won't show you because but we're pretty much in here for a makeover, I guess you'd say. I mean, I didn't need it because it was ballers. Don't look too close, Lee, because it is my car. A little less, not less care.
Hey.
Oh hey, how's your poo?
Pretty good.
Did you push? It's weird when I work on my own car because I genuinely don't know what I want. See, it's easy to do someone else's car and they're like, yeah, I want this, it's like easy. But on mine, it's like, I don't know. Do you like my pink steering wheel? Also from Japan. And yeah, what am I doing here? Tubs, like a bathtub, but not quite in the bathroom. They're in my car. Like I said, don't look too closely just yet. They're very rough. It's my first making tubs, I guess you'd say. Like I've done plenty of engine bays, just not like that. Oh, you want to show them some cool wheels? You want to show them what's up? You'll have to come around here. I'll show you how I do it. I'll show you how I win. All right, quick go. 15s, baby, all day, every day. Tuck tie, poke rim, it's a status. Get on it.
How you going?
Not bad.
That's good size.
I like it. He's lengthy.
The LM33 GTR that we did a little bit of work on a while ago, Himmy's car, the one that we took down to GTR Festival, along with the two other cars, it came back in. So the engine combo in that car was somewhat unknown-ish. Still really healthy combo, made 560. The only sort of the biggest letdown of that car was the engine bay styling, I guess you'd say. Everything worked, but it was just a little bit gross to look at, I guess. Not gross, but not as pretty, not as pleasing. You know, you look at the outside of the car and it's such a breathtaking visual experience, and then you pop the bonnet and it was kind of like, oh. Himmy decided that it was time to do the engine bay mods, and he's done some wheeling and dealing and ended up with a 3.4 litre Cooling built 2630, so a 2634 I guess you'd call it. RB26 head with a RB30 bottom end stroked to 3.4 litres. So
what did it look like on the inside?
I don't know, I haven't looked at it. I didn't look at it. Oh, spool pistons, flat tops, high comps, pretty cool. Anyway, not the point. So basically, Juddy got the engine pulled out of it the other day, and it is all completely stripped out now. So we've got the engine and gearbox, driveline pulled out, and it is sort of sat off to the side for the moment. And they got the engine bay completely stripped as well, everything out of it so that it could get painted. So the engine bay is going to get painted first. So it is now off at the boys' shop with Tyson and Cruz to get the engine bay all tidied up and painted, and then it's going to come back and we're going to get the new 3.4 litre in there. Now, the thing that I've been standing in front of, which I forgot we were even talking about, to go behind the 3.4 litre stroker, we've got a Samsonas RS90 5-speed sequential gearbox, including the four-wheel drive transfer case adapter on the back here. So this adapts a factory transfer case so that you've got a 5-speed sequential, but you retain your all-wheel drive. So for what engine combo is in it, the goal is actually extremely achievable, and you'd almost say you'd be underworking that engine because Himmy only wants about 700 horsepower. Granted, it is 700 horsepower at all four wheels, most likely, but having the sequential in there is going to have the flat shift, everything like that set up in it, so you'll be able to flat shift gears in your 700 horsepower GTR. It'd be pretty cool. It's meant to be a whole bolt-in kit. We haven't actually done one before. We've played with the Samsonas obviously in G-Up, but we're going to do this one and we'll let you know how actually bolt-in it is. But so far everything looks like it's all going to bolt in. Even the shifter is a bolt-in. It's just a 4-bolt like the factory Nissan bolt-in. So it all looks very, very promising for now. It even comes with its own cross member. So we don't even have to make a cross member for this one. We can just bolt that in, which is sick. So that's it. And it's now raining. Bye.
That there, right? Electrical, right? This, you could essentially like power a house with this. And what I did was unpin it and put it back in the right way. How hard that is when you're not a Sparky, when this is your first go. And best believe I got it first go. First go.
You always do, don't you?
Always do. First go, I never miss. I never miss, George. And everyone watching. No, showing him how to shake the paint up. Tegan, what are you attacking? So what we have over here is Juddy on the welder. He's on the MIG over here and over on this bench. If you want to come and have a look at his fine work over here.
There's a secret hidden talent that I had, Daniel.
Yeah, what's that?
I can use a MIG.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah, that's
I can see what you're at. No, wait, you're getting there, bro. I like it.
I just made you.
I started there somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, George, man, let's go talk about my exhaust. Daniel John Weiss here, working at SRS. We've got a little Juddinator over here, working on the MIGRS. How much do you want to get into detail about the exhaust, George? Everything. That's in detail then, isn't it? So it's 304 grade stainless steel 4-inch exhaust, right? Last time the car was in here, it stopped it. We had built a dump pipe to about there. And then he had the... So he already had a 3-inch Nvidia exhaust that he dropped off with the car. Obviously, wasn't going to work with how much power he wants to put out. So what we did, right, is we V-banded there, and then he's brought it back in, and we've gone 4-inch the whole way through. So what we've gone and done is continue on 4 inches the whole way through. Yeah. George come and found me. I come and spoke to him about this. It's a good looking exhaust. I got 2 more welds to bang out on it, and then I got to make some hangers. So I believe we will be talking again soon, maybe. So we'll leave it at that, George, man.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, Daniel, we'll look at the finished product.
Oh yeah, we'll come back.
Look at him. Look at him move.
Stop pressing the buttons, you'll probably break.
Break it.
It's $260.
What do you mean, Brett? Hello?
Oh.
Yeah, he reckons I'll break you. No, you got warranty, right? Right, I'll put you on charge. Copy. Wait, bro, it's going flat. You got to put it on charge.
That's true.
Get a radio check over here.
Check.
What are you up to?
Shifting.
Shifting what?
Gearboxes.
What gearbox?
T56.
Why are you shifting it?
Because it had no shifter, mate. You couldn't change gears.
Oh, so you're not shifting the whole box anywhere, you're just putting a shifter on it. Copy on the shift.
One of them.
Oh, one of them.
This was made by Daniel, apparently.
Oh, I know that bloke. Yeah.
A good bloke.
Yeah. He goes all right for a young.
Just going to grab that and
Yep.
fold it in there.
I might bring my cameraman around to the other side and just get a bit of footage of you doing a bit. Come on, George. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. I will not climb underneath it. I am on the media. So what we've got going on in here, George, as you heard the man before, we're shifting the gearbox, but we're not shifting its location. We're putting a shifter on top of the gearbox. So essentially, we're shifting the box. I've actually got to make some fire extinguisher bracket mount things that go under the seat. Not under it, next to it, in front of it. Man, sure she's a little genuine dog, see? Why are all dope steering wheels made in Italy?
It's all about the Italian leather.
Why are all steering wheels made in Italy? Beg your pardon? So as you can see down in this cockpit of this vehicle, you've got our fine man down here, Judd man, just doing up his shifter. So essentially he's shifting the gearbox, as we said earlier. I believe the thread pitch we've gone for the top of the shifter that Daniel made is a 10 by 1.25. How's that feel, mate, eh?
Feels great.
Yeah, how great? Give it a 1 to 10.
10.
10?
Of course it is.
10, Georgie says. Well, looks like that rounds us up for the day. We've got a 10 out of 10 down here. We can't get any better than that for the afternoon. And that's done and dusted, George.
George. Hello, George. Okay, so we got
Sydney.
a new car arrived from the Sydney. This is John's Jungle Green S13, the Turbo LS in the front.
Series.
Don't know.
Series.
I'm assuming 2, but
Yeah, a bit kooky. Kooky.
it's a LS1. It's got a little bit of work done to it. Apparently, allegedly has rod bolts, and the rings have been gapped for boost, and then it's got head bolts, ARP head bolts, not head studs, and gaskets. Borg Warner turbo over there, and a Turbo 400 attached to the back. So it's very together, but in the same sense, it's not very together. So it is wired for the most part with a factory Commodore ECU. It's kind of like it's almost there, but it's just not there. So what we're going to do is start not fresh, but pretty pretty fresh. Much basic plan is engine out, do a nice OEM engine bay, so just delete the battery trays, tidy up where the intercooler pipes go through the holes. That'll be on Daniel. And then Tyson and Cruz are going to paint this engine bay, get it back to the nice jungle green factory OEM colour. Get a nice, really nice sort of OEM tidy engine bay going. There's a lot of nice fab work being done.
A lot of nice little features.
It's just not bad. It's just, it needs the finishing, and it's the finishing that makes it look the best. So.
And that's why it's here.
Yeah.
We're going to put our touch on it.
We're going to put Daniel's touch on it. But anyway, so we're going to start work on John's car pretty soon. Just getting everything stripped out and get those trays tidied up so we can get off to paint.
Then we got
S15 over here that we're getting ready for Drift Masters.
15.
It's a 1.5 JZ little Garrett. The intake manifold, I believe, blew up when they were testing it. It was a Chinese manifold and it just split the seam. So we've got a new PWR cooler that we've mounted on the front there, and it's pretty much just here to get intercooler piping made. We haven't touched anything else, and we're not really going to touch anything else because
Drift Masters is next week.
Drift Masters is next week, and that's just going to be a wormhole of things that we want to put our touch on. So intercooler pipes and send it out the door, pretty much, is the idea. And then that's it.
Is that enough for you, George, sir?
All right, bye.
Well, see you on the next one.
See you on the next episode.
Or Juddy. Say see you to the blokes and girls.
See you, blokes.
Yeah, tell them.
Bye. Thanks for watching. See you later. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're almost at 1,500 subscribers.
Got him.
I can't do it. Hooroo, bye.